Hello guys and welcome to a brand new episode of BLONITY Blockchain Opportunities for Everyone. Today I want to talk about Riot Blockchain. In my opinion, it's a very interesting stock, a very interesting mining company, and that's why I want to talk about it. First of all, let's have a short look on the chart. In the last few days, there was a big run up. We had one day with 50% gain here. I've never, I haven't seen this since 2017 with Hive Blockchain. So that was crazy that one day. Let's go on the daily chart. Yeah, so I think the miners are gaining attention in the public markets. It's not big right now, but it's the first, breath of air, let's say, for the miners. And it's going to be very interesting in the next month. But I want to show you something different in the chart. Let's check out the long-term chart. You see in 2008, the stock was at 3,600 US dollars. Their name wasn't Riot Blockchain, it was a different company. And then in 2018, there was a huge spike. At the end of 2017, the company was named Bioptics or something like this. And then they changed the name to Riot Blockchain. And then there was a huge hype up to 46, 47 US dollars. And then there was a big drop because there was no blockchain in that company at that time. I think so. And yeah, and then there was the bear market of Bitcoin and so on. But now, it's changing. A big green candle this month. And in my opinion, now there are a lot of fundamentals to back up this green candle. And that's why I want to talk about with you about Riot. Okay, let's go to my standard Excel sheet. Yes, Riot Blockchain is the company is in Colorado, but their mining center is in Messina, New York State. It's not their mining center; it's the mining center of CoinMint, and Riot has a hosting agreement there. I will show you where it is. So we are in North America, and in New York State, at the border of the between Canada and the US, there is the old Alcoa plant it's an aluminium smelter, and CoinMint went in there in 2017 or 18, I think 2018, with the goal to build the biggest data center and mining center in the world. It has a transformer capacity of 435 megawatts, so it's huge. It's very big, and Riot Blockchain has a hosting agreement there. I mean, I can measure here this distance. This is 900 meters, so yeah, this is really huge. And there is a lot of cheap power in this area because there's a lot of hydropower, a lot of water here. It's the St. Lawrence stream, and here is a big power plant operated from Canada and the US. The Sounders generating station, it has more than 1,000 megawatts of generating power. I mean, this is also huge. We can measure here the electricity substation. It's 400 meters. So there's a lot of cheap hydropower, and the CoinMint guys buy it on the wholesale market, the electricity, and yeah, that's very cheap. So interesting to know, I think. But let's get back to Riot and check out their website. As you know from my previous videos, you cannot trust the websites of these miners. If you read here growth, they want to have 1.45 exahash in Q2 2021, but that's an old number. That's why you should go to latest news. Or you will see here, whoa, whoop-de-doo, expansion to 2.3 exahash. So click on it and you will see They have a plan to ramp up from now around 500 petahash to 2,300 petahash in Q2 2021. They want to do it in the Messina facility with the S19 Pro from Bitmain. It's one of the efficient miners in the world right now. The S19 and the Watts miner M30S++. I think these are the best miners. And here you can see when they will install these miners, and yeah, they will need 73 megawatts of energy. And yeah, that's a pretty big number, 2.3 exahash. I will show you the miner here. Sorry, where's Bitmain? Here's Bitmain. The Antminer S19 Pro with 110 terahash each unit. So if you have 1,000 Antminers of this type, you have 110 petahash. And you see the shipping date if you order now. Oh no, it's sold out. You cannot order. Yeah, but I think you will not get it before June or July or something like this. So it's very good that Riot Blockchain has a purchasing agreement with Bitmain. So they have a contract. So they partnered with Bitmain to get all these miners. And I think that's a pretty big advantage to other miners. They buy, when they have cash, they buy a little bit because there will be no miners available in 2021. And now there are also no miners available. So you need a long-term contract. And right now, Riot has a contract for 22,640 miners. And I think that also the price is very good for the miners because of of the big amount of miners. Price is very good, and I think they will have they will get it first. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing for Riot. So they have two partners. First, the CoinMint facility in Messina, where they have a hosting agreement, and they have Bitmain for the hardware. So that's pretty good. Okay, so I want to show you a few pictures about the CoinMint facility. And yeah, you can see they put a lot of containers in this aluminum smelter here. I mean, it looks not beautiful, but the electricity is very cheap. And yeah, it works, I think. Okay, so let's get back to the Excel sheet. Okay, the blockchain company went public, not in 2018. They were public before, but yeah, they changed to blockchain, Riot Blockchain in 2017, 2018. Doesn't matter. The strategy is selling and accumulation. I think the accumulation is very important for me, for a miner. You can go to bitcointreasuries.org. There you can see all the public companies and their Bitcoin holdings. At the top, MicroStrategy. I hope you got the information that the guy Michael Saylor. I really love him. He bought 38,000 Bitcoins with the balance sheet, with all the cash, and since then the MicroStrategy stock price went up 100%. So wow, that was great. Galaxy Digital, the number two, I will do a video about them. It's not a miner, it's an investment company, pretty good. There we have Hut 8 with 2,954. I think it's now 2,851. But there is Riot Blockchain with 1,053 BTC. That's pretty good. It's a number from June 30. So never trust a website, you know. So because the number is old, let's go to the balance sheet, and these are the only numbers you can trust. In this is the brand new Q3 results. They have a lot of cash right now, $30 million US, very good for a Bitcoin miner. So they're flexible and they can make hardware purchases, additional hardware purchases there. They have cryptocurrencies, 8.9 million. So these are all BTCs. Right now, I think these are 840 Bitcoins. I will show you later why. So, and they have deposits made at Bitmain for their miners they will get in the next year. of 12.8 million. So they have total assets of 62 million US dollars. They have not much liabilities. It's pretty good. So a very nice balance sheet. Look, now we look at the revenue and the Q3. They have 2.4 million, so that's not much because their mining power is not big right now. A total revenue of 2.4 million, and they have a lot of costs here. So they have an operating loss and a net loss of 1.7 million. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Right now they're growing. It's all about get cash from the market, from offerings there to finance their expansion. And I think it's going to be interesting in the next year. I mean, it costs a lot of money to get these miners, so you should be aware that they are diluting the stocks. 1 year ago they had 23 million stocks, and now they have 44. I think it's now 48 million stocks. So they offer it on the public market. I show you here the financial data. Now they have 48.9 million stocks with a stock price of let's say $6. It's right now it's close to 300 million market cap. And they will offer more stocks, but I think it's okay. They buy new miners. That's very important for the expansion. So yeah, we will have some dilution again, but I don't care about it. Okay, so maybe we get back to the data. So in Messina, they have 435 megawatts available, the Coinmint guys. I don't know how many megawatts Riot is able to get, but I think the 73 are safe and maybe more. But now, right now, they need only 16 megawatts with a hash rate of 519 petahash. And I mean, the efficiency is great. They have 32 petahash per megawatt. That's the lead in the whole market. That's great. They have the newest miners. That's awesome. And the new miners they will get next year, they have the same efficiency, though. So they have an efficiency above 30 petahash per megawatt. I mean, that's great. Okay, so we talked about the negative net income here. It's minus 1.7 million, but I really don't care right now about these negative results. Here's a picture from the Messina plant before the containers, and now it looks more like this here: the cabling, the ventilation, and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting to do it this way. And let's get back to the balance sheet. We talked about the dilution here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. So that's the number right now, 48.9 million stocks. I mean, in this cash flow sheet here, it's interesting. In the last quarter, they offered stocks with a value of 49.5 million. So, I mean, that's great for a NASDAQ company. They're able to get a lot of money from the market. 50 million in 1 quarter for a Bitcoin miner, that's great. I mean, the Hut 8 guys or Bitfarms guys in Canada, they can dream of these numbers. So I hope they will also go to NASDAQ in the next month, because it's easy to get the money there, especially with the hype which is picking up right now. So they will get a lot of money from the market to buy a lot of equipment. So cash flow looks very good. Yeah, this is the ATM offering. You should be aware of that. They say they will make offerings up to 100 million US dollars in shares. So 100 million in US dollars means right now with a stock price of $6, like 15 million stocks or so in the next year for further dilution. But the stock price is rising right now. So yeah, let's make an average of $10 or $20. So I think we saw the big dilution in the last quarter. I think the next few quarters we will have dilution, but not Not that the stocks the shares are doubling again. I don't think so. So 100 million US dollars of offerings on the market in the next year we can expect up to. So maybe they don't need it. We will see. So these are the Bitcoin holdings at the end of December. I checked the price. It was 10,700 US dollars at this date. So it's 840 Bitcoins. So they sold a little bit from the last quarter to this, from 1,053 to 840. But they have still a nice number of Bitcoins, and yeah, that's very good. Accumulate as much as you can is my motto here. Here they're talking about their public offering again, or the dilution. Yeah, and they have some commitments or agreements here. The Coinmint agreement is important. They say they have an agreement for 9.5 megawatts. I think right now it should be more than 9.5. It should be somewhere around 16 megawatts. Yeah, I don't see a big problem here. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of a risk with Coinmint. You should be aware of that the founders of Coinmint, of this big Messina facility, these are two guys. But they wanted, or the one guy, O'Leary, he wants a dissolution because he wants to sell the company, and the other guy, he wants to keep the company. Yeah, I don't know what will happen here. Maybe Riot buys the whole facility. I don't know if they make a dissolution here. We will see. But if the worst case is that that Riot has to leave and go to another facility, but I don't think this will happen. Someone will buy it, and they will make a new agreement if they cannot solve the issues here. So, in my opinion, right now, not a big problem, but we should keep an eye on it. I think so. Okay, let's go back to my little Excel sheet here. Yeah, I talked about the 840. That's my estimate of Bitcoin holdings at the end of the quarter. And yeah, let's check the KPI dailies. Today they mined my estimation, or the calculator estimation on what to mine. They mined 4 Bitcoins with a revenue of 75,000 US dollars and a gross profit of roughly 60,000 US dollars. So it's a margin of 80%. If you calculate an electricity price of 4 cents per megawatt. I think the electricity there is cheaper because there's an aluminium smelter, and they are usually there where the price is very cheap. I was searching for the prices in New York State. I found an Excel sheet from the day ahead market. They're talking, or it says 17 US dollars per megawatt, so it's a lot cheaper. But it's depend on the day and on the time. Maybe they have 3 cents there, and on average, but the Coinmint guys, I think they have a fee on the price. So yeah, let's calculate with 4 cents. I think that's enough. So yeah, mine 4 Bitcoins a day. Okay, so let's get a little bit crazy and say, okay, in July 2021 they have 2.3 exahash, and we have the same hash rate and the same price as today. They would have mined 17.8 BTCs with a revenue of 333,000 US dollars, a gross profit of 80%, or 263,000 US dollars. So, I mean, that's a dream, but as I know from the last bull market, if you're in the bear market and you calculate for the future, let's say for 6 months, the numbers will be a lot worse than you calculated. But if you calculate it at the start of a bull market, the numbers are, if nothing bad happens, the numbers are going to be a lot better than you expected 6 months ago. Okay, and I will tell you why. Because the hash rate cannot pick up as fast as the price, because the hash rate is physically limit of the whole the global hash rate of Bitcoin, because you need miners, you need electricity. So maybe the hash rate doubles, but the price can go 10x. So yeah, that's the calculation here. If you're interested, 2.3 exahash, 73 megawatts, 4 cents. And here you have the numbers I said. Okay, now we're going really crazy. Call it conspiracy theory or something like this. It's only dreaming a little bit, but I want to show you that with Riot Blockchain, there's a huge potential. With all the miners, I think there's also big risk. So in my opinion, you should diversify between different miners, because for one or two miners, there can happen something bad. I told you in the last video, it can burn down, the coins could be lost, or the government bans it, or something like this. I don't expect this, but this could happen. So diversify. But in my opinion, my target for the next bull run and at the end of 2021, December, is 200,000 US dollars. I will show you later why I expect this number. It could be 100,000, it could be 50,000, it could be 500,000, but the number I set, my target, is 200,000. That's not financial advice. This is my number. Let's say the hash rate doubles from now. I mean, the hash rate right now is at 150 exahash, the global hash rate. It doubles 300 exahash then at the end of the year, next year. So that's also my estimation. The hash rate of Riot would be 2.3 exahash. I think it's going to be bigger because they will add a lot more miners. I expect something between 3 or 4 exahash, but okay, let's calculate. Okay, the coins per day are 1,800. I tell you why. People will say, oh, that's only 900. But in my first video, I think I talked about this. Look here, the reward is the last 24 hours. It's 1,100 BTCs. In the next bull run at the peak, this is the fixed reward here, and this is the fees. Or here, let's say here, per block every 10 minutes, it's 6.25 BTCs per block. It's fixed. It changes in 4 years in the next halving. And these are the fees. It's right now 0.48 BTC. It's very low, the fees right now. But when everyone wants Bitcoin, the fees are rising to crazy levels. We saw this in 2017. And my expectation is that the fee will be at least 6 BTC in the peak of the bull market. Maybe it will be double, so maybe 12 BTC. That's my expectation. Again, not financial advice. It's only my expectation here. But this could happen. So then we would have 3,000 BTC. But let's calculate with, we have 6.25 fix and 6.25 in fees in the peak. So that's 1,800 BTCs a day. Worldwide you can mine. And the share of Riot would be 0.8% then. This would be 13.8 Bitcoins with 200,000 US dollars a day. It would be 2.7 million US dollars per day in revenue. I mean, the costs, they would be maybe 100,000 or so. So nothing compared to the revenue. So the most of this would be profit. But yeah, we don't know where it goes. But I mean, this is the potential I see there, the maximum potential. After that, it drops. Yeah, the risk of a drop is big after this peak. Yeah, but that's why I'm motivated, and that's why I think for these mining stocks, only the sky is the limit. Whether it will peak at, the Bitcoin will peak at 100,000 or 200,000, we don't know this. Yeah, why do I think 200,000 US dollar per Bitcoin, or why is this my target? I follow Plan B on Twitter. He's a very good analyst, in my opinion. I read all his essays and followed his charts and graphs. And I really can recommend you the Bitcoin stock to flow cross asset model. It compares Bitcoin to gold and silver and real estate and all this stuff. And it's very smart. Also, it's all about the stock to flow. It means if something is very scarce, you can see it here. Here's the stock to flow. If something is very scarce, then it's more it's worthy. And Bitcoin went from a stock to flow of 25 to a stock to flow of 50 after the halving. And the interesting thing is, if you look at gold, silver, and all this stuff, you see if the stock to flow doubles, the value of this asset goes 10x. And I mean, the last peak of the bull run in 2017 was 20k. So let's go 10x. I go to 20 to 200k. There are a lot of more charts and analysis you can make. In my opinion, 200k is real. It could be real. It could. It don't have to. And the bull market from 2017 you see here. So there we had 20x, so 10x is less. I think it flattens a little bit because the market is getting more mature. Because here we were at 1,200 US dollars at the end of 2013. It's also December, and in 2017 we were at 20,000, so 18 or 20x. And I think this time, I think it can peak again in December 2021. 4 years. This is the halving cycle, and yeah, maybe we will see 200,000. Maybe not. I think it's very interesting. What's also very interesting is that the G trends, the Google trends, are very low right now compared to 2017. So the search trends for the word Bitcoin. So the hype hasn't really started. Right now, only the smart money is buying, hedge funds, big companies like MicroStrategy, all these guys buying with their algorithms, and they will buy every drop, in my opinion. So I think we won't see huge drops again. And if we see, they are only short term. Okay, so yes, that was Riot Blockchain, a very interesting Bitcoin miner, huge potential. I mean, it's very important that they get their miners in time. I mean, every day they don't have it. It's a lot of money they lose. So the things to watch here is the coin mint dissolution in Messina, the dissolution thing there with the founders. I hope they will solve it. The development of the BTC holdings of Riot, I hope they will grow and grow further than 1,000 Bitcoins. Yeah, the delivery of the S19 Pro machines. Are they in time? I hope so. The dilution of the common stocks. Yeah, we will see some dilution in the next quarters, but I think the biggest part is done. And the expansion plans. Right now they plan with 73 megawatts. I hope they will soon exceed 100 megawatts and go to 3 exahash for next year, 3 or 4 exahash. I think that's a good target at the end of the year. Yeah, Bitcoin is rising. Great day today for the mining stocks. The miners are rising. Hive, Hut8, Bitfarms, Riot, Argo Blockchain. They are all going up. And from now until the end of next year, I hope this will continue. So thank you very much. The video now is a little bit longer. Sorry for that, but I have a lot to talk. Maybe I forgot a few things and I make another video about it. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Bye bye.